All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Again, it's just a really, really rough market to be trading in. We're going to look at a couple new additions today. We're going to look at some just general tips and tricks that I've been thinking about recently. Going to look at some new tools and just generally how the strategies have been doing. So, if you guys are here, feel free to like and subscribe if you are not subscribed already. Just want to look over a few strategies. Let's look at the Bitcoin 30-minute strategy. This one has been kind of par for the course over this year, but over the last couple months, slowly recovering from February. So February had a decent size dump. You can see here, I call it a dump. It's a small loss, but especially compared to what actually happened with price. See, price is down considerably more than the strategy. So strategy is doing pretty well, though I do think this most recent trade that I am in, and whoever's trading the strategy is probably in, is probably going to be a loser. But this is part of it. So this 30-minute strategy has been doing decently. Let's look at the hour strategy for Solana. This one I haven't looked at for a while. This one's basically gone sideways for quite a while now. The last 4 months, January I guess was a pretty big winning month, but the last 3 months have just been no fun and super boring. So I don't think Solana's the strongest coin to trade right now. Honestly, I'm kind of trading a lot more Bitcoin, moving some of my assets into trading more Bitcoin, and we'll see. I might trade a bit more XRP. I am trading XRP strategy and a little bit of Solana, but I just don't have as much confidence in altcoins right now. Speaking of Solana, another Solana. This is a 30-minute chart. This one's been dumping off this year pretty heavily, especially February is just a really tough month. March, slight recovery, and April's just slightly down. So if anyone is trading this one, it's not fun to watch your account slowly and painfully lose profits. And we haven't seen quite this long of a period. I guess we have, actually. This is pretty similar to the period, except for it's a little bit more downside, but pretty similar to the period back here, where we had, let's see, about 200. It looks like almost 200. No, that's 1.5 to 1. Yeah, it's actually about 200 trades go sideways. Let's see how long we've been going sideways here. 1972. So almost, just about 200 trades as well. So we'll see if it's going to be about the same. You would expect this strategy to start picking up about now. But again, it's really based on back here we had a little bit more strength to go in Solana. Maybe we still do, but this one, trade at your own risk. Let's look at a couple that are not doing so well. At least one. This is probably one that's been doing the worst, but I just wanted to pull it up to be fair and just show when strategies don't go to course. This one is on Dogecoin, and it is 1 hour, it's a 1 hour long. No, it's a 30-minute long. And I've not been trading this one. I threw it up on the Discord when there was a lot of hype behind this crypto, but it's not doing great right now. You can see the buy and hold has dropped probably 60 to 70%, where the strategy is down, not nearly as far. You can see that it's actually doing better than the buy and hold right now if you had been holding it since, any of these points right here, which is pretty wild. Pretty wild to see. But yeah, that's one that's not doing so great. Hopefully no one out there is or has been trading this one. And altcoins, really, these strategies are mostly for when you've been through a bear market and things are starting to recover. I would not suggest recording any altcoins. I would not suggest trading any altcoins when we are into the bull season, or especially towards the end of it. Let's look at some short strategies, and then I'll be signing off in a minute. But here is the 10-minute that I posted maybe a month ago now, or it's been at least a few weeks. This one's just been crushing it. This month alone is up quite a bit, and this year is just up like crazy. So this is a nice strategy to be trading if you need a short strategy, and if we are going to continue to be in this kind of bearish period. That one's been working great, as well as the ADA. This strategy has been crushing it as well this year. And we got the Bitcoin. We got 2 Bitcoin. This one's actually kind of more sideways for the year, but over the last couple months, 3 months, have been some slight gains. And this also has been doing pretty well this year. It trades much less often, so this one is much more for like if you're in a bear market, or um, I guess if volatility is a bit lower right now. Volatility is just kind of weird and hard to trade. This strategy only takes trades if the moving average is, I think it's if the bands are below the moving average or something like that. I kind of came up with a creative way to make this one trade. And so it generally only takes trades when there's downside pressure. So it's been doing much better this year, and he's been really just crushing it the last few trades. So I have not been trading this. I kind of wish I had been, though. But that's one I'm going to keep my eye on. Okay, I wanted to look at two things real fast. One would be an interesting thing that Mr. Pete Underwood mentioned to me a while ago, and this is pretty relevant for right now. So what happens sometimes if you're trading by contracts, especially if you're trading like USD, it doesn't matter as much because you're usually trading a dollar amount. But if you're trading USDT of some kind, your amount is going to be in that asset. So if you're trading Bitcoin and you want to trade one Bitcoin, your price that you buy, so the amount of dollars that you put into each trade, is going to largely change over time, which means as you get, especially like for a long strategy, as Bitcoin costs more and gets closer to peaks, you're going to be trading a larger amount of dollars, which is actually kind of a bit counter to maybe what you want to be doing, or it's at least more risky because the risk increases as you get closer to all-time highs. And so that is not personally what I want to be doing when I trade. I want to keep the same amount of dollar risk each trade. And so a good way around this is to put strategy order contracts in here. So what this does is it references the properties tab and whatever amount you are trading in the properties tab. So if you have, you're trading 10K or 100K, whatever it is in your properties tab, that's what this references, and we'll trade that. So yeah, it keeps your amount the same every trade, which has been very, very helpful for me. So thanks to him, to Mr. Pete Underwood, for that tip. Also, I use these stop orders to have the orders waiting on the exchange in case it hits any kind of risk. So that's kind of another thing that it's pretty helpful to have. So it looks at the emergency risk right here and makes that wait on the exchange. So a couple little tips that might be helpful. And the last thing to look at is the AI bands. Now the strategy is not, optimized at all. This is a very, very baseline strategy. I'm building two versions of the AI. I'm going to call them machine learning for right now. I don't know in the future what they'll be named, but basically, this is like the most advanced bands yet that I have created, and they learn from price action over time how often they are respected. So if price action tests the bands and is respected and has a bounce off the bands, that goes in what it considers a winning category. If price action does not respect it, that goes in the losing category. And then over time, the bands will slowly expand and contract based on that. And yeah, it's been super cool, very, very difficult, but super cool to get these tools built and underway. And will be released hopefully in the next few months here. But I just wanted to show a little bit of the power behind this. So what I'm trading right now is a very under-optimized strategy. Commissions are very high. And then I think it has one weekday, which it's not trading on Thursdays, I believe. And then BBWP moving average is negative flat. And the bands, and I think that's it besides some risk. Yeah. So I've got a max, actually don't have max stop loss on right now. I think that's something that I would add after I optimized a little bit, but I do have emergency risk enabled. So basically what you can do, these bands, you can put them on basically anything and they'll adapt to what's happened with price action and give you pretty great results right off the bat with like literally almost no optimization. And then optimization obviously will add a little bit more, but these are mostly for users that may be a little bit newer to building strategies, or just, it'll help me and users build strategies faster and more efficiently. Obviously, it's not the best results in the world, but you can see like it at least holds up to buy and hold and doesn't have nearly the drawdown. as Bitcoin has had over the last however many, this probably 3 years or so, and is a really incredible place to start from. And you can optimize this. I've optimized a few just to get some really, really great results, but we can change it to literally like any exchange and any crypto. So I'll just go through a few examples and then we'll end the video there. But looking forward to getting these in the hands of users, and thankful for the people that have been helping me do some beta testing. These are not at all ready for trading, so if you are, yeah, same kind of results here on that exchange. Let's look at some different cryptos. Let's look at maybe XRP. But I was saying a minute ago, if you are, let's do that. If you are interested in helping with the beta testing, feel free to shoot me a DM. Again, it's not something that you'll be able to trade, and the beta testing is probably going to be as much annoying for you as it is helpful. So unless you really enjoy building things and doing beta testing, stuff like that, I would not recommend it because it's going to be a little bit time consuming. But yeah, I mean, listen, not bad. Like obviously, again, it's at least stayed above the buy and hold, even with commissions being, pretty high. So that's something I look for is, can you throw a strategy on any coin and then it at least start in a place where it beats buy and hold and then optimize from there. That's really yeah, been pretty cool to see. I actually haven't tried this on stocks yet. This might I kind of want to see. So stocks commissions are way less. I think they're actually 0.0. I want to see if these results are any better with at least trading after hours. But gaps are just, the bands freak out. Any gaps? Yeah, okay. The results are much better when you take off or when you turn on extended trading hours. Okay, let's leave off there. Stay tuned for all these updates, and yeah, excited to dial these in a little bit more and then get them out to the public. And like I said, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.